Tim Shank's dogs have implanted GPS chips in case they get lost. Now he has a chip of his own.
This is an NFC chip, so it's similar to what phones have nowadays.
The Minute software engineer had his finger cut open to put this tiny chip inside.
There is the chip,
which emits low frequencies. He programmed the chip to open his smart lock at home.
So that unlocks my door.
And manipulate his smartphone.
And it turned off my ringer.
Chrissy Heischman from Dallas has one too.
And it's just a little glass bead like the size of a grain of rice.
She uses hers instead of a key card. The online company Dangerous Things sells the device and an injection kit for $57, but the implants aren't being done in a doctor's office.
This is my day-to-day life.
And piercing shops in several parts of the country are performing this procedure.
We're doing the procedure start to finish just like we would do an earring, a nose ring, a belly button ring. It's just a little piece of glass.
Dangerous Things warns customers on its site. This device has not been tested or certified by any regulatory agency for implantation or use in the human body. Use of this device is strictly at your own risk.
Most of our customers kind of understand what they're doing, and they understand the risk.
There's always a risk for infection if the procedure isn't done properly. But for Shane and others, the risk is worth the convenience. Hannah Daniels, CBS News, New York.
Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to all you brothers continue to labor in his work and pushing out this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. Yeah, so you just saw the clip, which pretty much is a foreshadowing of life with the chip. And what they promote is convenience. And they actually said that in the clip because this society, America, was set up to please the flesh. Everything that these people do and their whole motivation is to be in a situation where they can please their flesh. Whether it's sports, TV, you watch commercials, music, it all push out that vibration of pleasure, all right? And that's gonna be the main reason why a lot of people flock to that chip. For one, you're gonna have a lot of people who already got some type of status and they're gonna wanna maintain that. Then you got people that's still out here chasing that dream. That's why the scriptures tell you not to conform to this world. See, to really come into this truth and be rooted and grounded, you got to give up your life, all right? You got to, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And that's what a lot of people is going to be motivated by to get the chip, because they're going to seek to save their life. These people out here who get certain benefits from the government, whether it's Medicaid, these people want to continue in their employment, their jobs. Well, that's going to be a form of seeking to save your life. But it says, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. And for the true, sincere men, as in his truth, we have already given up our life. We don't have no desires to make it in this world, man, or in this system. That's why it's going to be much easier for us to resist that chip, although it's going to be the Spirit of the Lord to keep us from getting that chip, pursuing the Revelation, the 3rd chapter, and the 10th verse. But these things in this path that the Lord set up for us, it pretty much is conditioning us not to take that chip. But you got people out here, it's some kid somewhere on the basketball court trying to polish up his skills because he's looking to save his life. And he's going to receive that chip because in order for him to continue in this society or to chase his dreams, that's going to be that crossroad, that fork in the road he's going to have to come to and make that decision. And a lot of people are going to make it willingly, you know, without even a second thought. And for those who already got some type of status, they want to continue in their life. This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. Yeah, and all those who get that chip, their motivation is going to be because they love the pleasures of this world. Because like I said before, this world was set up to please the flesh. And when you take that chip, that's going to be your motivation. You're not going to want to not be able to eat, you know, like this got General Yohana said, well, we got to eat, you know. Well, that's a form of pleasure. So you're going to end up a poor man anyway, man, because you're not going to receive the true riches, which is the kingdom. It said, he that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. And that wine is pretty much that golden cup that's in the hand of Babylon. And that's going to be that real strong wine when she pass out that chip. That's why the scriptures say, woe be to them who get their neighbors drunk, or something like that, who seek to get their neighbor, to make their neighbors drunk. And passing out that chip is a philosophy that's forbidden. That's forbidden drink. So whoever partake in that, they're actually going to be destroyed. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is Revelation chapter 14. Starting at verse 8, and there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Yeah, and that wine, part of that wine is actually that chip. Verse 9, and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So yeah, whoever take that chip, you are sure to get those missiles. You're gonna actually swim in the lake of fire when those missiles come. All right? So this is serious business. And the chip is already here. And for anybody who don't believe that the chip is the mark of the beast, well, this is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now for all those ones who saying that's Christianity or an embargo, well, let's look up the word for mark, which a lot of you guys don't go into words. You just pretty much go off your emotions. And basically, a lot of you guys who pushing that, you have been paid off. That's the only conclusion we can come to. All right, so let's get the pronunciation.
Strong's G 5480, Charagma. Charagma.
Yeah, Charagma. All right, it says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which, you know, they pretty much, they on point with that if you're looking at it in the right context, because the Antichrist is not one person. The Antichrist is anyone who's adverse to these scriptures, which is pretty much the so-called white man and his and the leaders, or should I say the chief house of the nation of Edom, these bankers. So if you receive that chip, you indeed going to be followed. You're going to follow the powers of this world, which is Satan. All right. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculptured, graven work. All right. Graven work, which is something. Matter of fact, let me look up this word. Let me see if they won't let me go to it. But yeah, a graven work is something that's actually carved in you. And what you saw in that clip was a example of that. All right, people actually getting carved and implanted with that chip. And here's another thing, you know, although we going hard about this chip because Esau is putting it out there now, you know, he pretty much not tap dancing anymore. He's bringing it out because we getting ready to go into the fulfillment of Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse, where this devil have but a little time. So he's going to come down with great wrath, a little time to perform his enterprise. But pretty much, you know, with that said, you know, that chip is out here already big time. There's a lot of people who actually got this chip, man. And that clip actually shows you that. There's people around you every day with the chip, man. But the thing is, it hasn't been made mandate yet, you know? And once this thing get made mandate, then like the Apostle Taha said, everything is gonna speed up, man. So yeah, brothers, just keep continuing to hold on. All you sincere brothers that's really sincere about this word and doing this work, continue to hold on, because we almost out of here. Till the next time I say shalom.